Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today I'll be playing some more StarField, and being that this game is so heavily collaborated with AMD, it would be interesting to see just how it performs compared to my Intel and Nvidia system. So playing at a resolution of 3840 by 2160 again, and the game is only available in borderless full screen mode, so whatever your desktop resolution, your game resolution will also be. To enable the render resolution, you have to enable some type of upscaling, whether that be FSR or CAS. And it's interesting, they don't give you a preset this time. You just got a slider to adjust the internal resolution, but everything else is maxed out, as you can see. So I'm just going to start a brand new game here and get straight into it. Another interesting thing to note about this game is Bethesda are actually using the Creation Engine 2, and to my knowledge this is the first Creation Engine 2 game, so it's like the predecessor of well, the successor, should I say, of the previous Creation Engine, which had Fallout 3, 4, Fallout 76, Elder Scrolls, Skyrim, etc. So this is their potentially the evolution of that engine, and let's see how it performs in the long run. It doesn't have any ray tracing or anything like that, but the lighting system, for what I've seen, is still pretty decent. Definitely a lot better than Fallout 76, which was pretty shocking visually.
Seals are good. Oxygen's good. Just do what you did last time and you're fine. Follow my one simple rule. Hella, what's my one simple rule?
Listen to Lynn. Boss lady knows best.
Exactly. Listen to me. Mining's just like any other job. Go steady, go safe, go home with a pocket full of credits at the end of the day.
Yeah, totally. It's just like, I work in the Star Dock, except with more cave-ins, lasers, and accidental dismemberment.
Very helpful. Thank you.
You're gonna be fine. Your first outing was solid. And, you know, let's be honest, it ain't exactly astrophysics.
That's why I keep him around. Good pep talks.
Yeah, and the fact that I can pinpoint a helium deposit from 300 meters.
Not untrue. A shame we won't find any down here. But the metal deposits alone should pay for our own helium. Hell, after this, we'll have enough jump fuel to bounce from one end of the settled systems to the next.
Hey, more minerals, more money. And so the cycle repeats itself.
Just no more unauthorized jumps in the house for room space, okay?
He's just a big baby. There are worse lives. You know, most Dusties don't even make it this far. I have a good feeling about you.
Group hug now or at the end of the shift?
One of these days, Hella, I am going to leave you behind.
Promises, promises.
I can already tell the frame rate is just as good or better than my RTX 4090, so it seems AMD really got their act together with the performance.
Okay, let's see what we've got. How are we on time?
A little longer. Grab some samples?
Always. But not you. Check on Isabel. Make sure she eases up on the breach. I don't feel like getting buried alive today.
Roger that.
Remember, Dusty, keep your breathing steady and never take that helmet off down here. Oxygen processors don't extend this far.
Yeah, because God forbid we drill on a rock with breathable atmosphere.
Know what I love about working in freestyle collective space? Fewer regs. A job like this in the United Colonies? Huh. Reams of red tape. Look at this one over here. Calvin! No! No! It's a laser, not a sledgehammer! Ease up! Benny, if you got paid per break, you'd be a millionaire. Let's go!
Yeah, okay.
What do we say, Dusty? You make your cut, you get your cut. No exceptions. Come on, pick it up! Troy, what's the yield?
Minimal at this point. Occasional glimmer, but it's weak.
What do you think? Stay the course?
No, ma'am. Juice ain't worth the squeeze.
Well, okay then. Let's call this one tapped. Why don't you move over to that big vein you looked at?
Yes, ma'am.
Runs a tight ship. See, all the V-cache cores are being utilized rather than the standard faster cores in terms of frequency, so very well optimized from day one, which is nice to see.
Dusty, you're up. Grab a cutter and mine what you can. Metal deposits are in that cavern. I'll shout out when I need you.
You think we'll be done here soon?
So I just need to mine these little deposits of beryllium. But yeah, you can see getting over 100 FPS at the moment. So what I've noticed about this game, the most demanding situation really is when you're in a conversation. When you're very, very close up to the NPCs, that's when the performance really tanks.
Come on. It's time. You're with me.
Gameplay's super smooth though, so that extra 10 months they really did polish the game up, because who knows how it would have ran if they didn't take the extra time.
Let's go. Ella, get the readings.
Yeah, about that.
Problem?
Not if you consider a spike in gravity readings a problem.
I don't.
You don't?
What we're after, it'll read as an anomaly. That's what I was told anyway.
Okay, now you're starting to freak me out.
Relax. It's just another job. Come on.
We're getting close, I think. Yeah, everything is just... Lynn, seriously, there's something really effed up about this.
Where is it, Hella?
Through there, I think.
Okay, you're up. Something goes wrong in there, we'll come get you.
Why would anything go wrong?
Would you shut up? Both of you do your jobs. Client is on his way.
Okay, I guess it's time for me to earn my keep. Still in the 100 triple figure range. So
Still getting weird gravity readings. I guess that's a good thing. Just keep going.
very good performance so far.
Do you see anything?
That was pretty freaky. Like a galaxy within a galaxy.
Hey, come on. Okay, take it easy. You were out cold. No physical damage. Mentally, the jury's still out. You know who you are? New recruit for Argos Extractors? Ring any bells? Any of this look familiar?
So this is the character creation part. I'm just going to choose this preset. I'm not going to invest any time right now, as I'm just really showing off how the game performs. But in my own time, I'll really dive deep into the customization. I'm going to go with the Beast Hunter class, as I'm already experienced with it. But every class, of course, comes with its own set of perks, or primary perks, I'd imagine. I'm just going to call myself Bank for Buck. And that should do it.
Forgot about your hunting background. Not much use here on this damn rock, that's for sure. Well, you got the sample. Client's on his way, then we all get paid. You remember anything that happened?
Yeah, it was incredible.
Huh. Well, you passed out, that's for sure. Everything else, probably just your brain playing tricks. Either way, we got what we were looking for.
All this trouble for that stupid thing? Huh, sure don't look like much.
Never mind what it looks like. It's worth more than this mine has pulled in all month. We'll be... Speak of the devil.
So as I said, this is when you get the sub 60 FPS, when you're in the very close up scenes with the conversation where you get to do the multiple choice questions. that's when it really
Constellation
tanks.
contact is on approach.
Wait, the Explorers group? I thought they were kind of a joke.
Not a joke. You're just too young to know better.
Hey, I'm just saying they got a reputation. Hell, I bet half the crew here doesn't even believe they really exist.
Half the crew doesn't believe Earth exists, but it's still there. Same with Constellation.
Yeah, but come on. Exploring space? Who does that anymore? Ain't the space we've already got complicated enough?
Not to them, apparently. All right, Dusty. Airlock. Put your helmet on.
Very reminiscent of the Vault exits from all the Fallout games. I don't think Fallout 76 had one. I can't remember. But 3 and 4 definitely had the massive Vault opening and the OST in the background, making it quite an epic moment. That's our ship. And it's something that they put a lot of emphasis on as well. You can fully customize it, upgrade it and make it look how you want. But the base design, I'm pretty happy with. Of course, like True Bethesda form, you can play the game in third person if you wish. And first person. I prefer first person for the most part, especially when it comes to combat. But it's nice to have that option.
Barrett?
Man,
Been a long time.
Yes, it has. That mine on Bendy, right?
Kazal, hellhole, like this place. Rare mineral contract. Your tastes are a bit more sophisticated now, huh?
So, you found something?
Right here. The new guy found it.
That right. And everything went cool? Just like grabbing those minerals on Bendy?
Kazal, and no Barrett, not cool. He passed out after the extraction. Woke up saying all kinds of nonsense.
Is that right, cowboy? Went on a trip, huh? All right. Little disappointing, not gonna lie, but reveling in the weird of space isn't everyone's idea of a good time. I get it.
Look, just hand over the credits, and I'll be happy to never see this thing, or you, ever again.
That's why I like you, Lynn. All business.
Barrett, the scanners on the frontier are reporting a ship coming in hot from orbit.
I really thought I lost them.
Barrett?
Yeah, he's brought trouble to our door. This guy isn't trustworthy at all.
Just like the emergency drill.
Grab a pistol. I'm just gonna map some of the weapons to the hotkeys, so it's a lot easier to kind of get through your weapons. For some reason, scrolling the mouse wheel doesn't change weapons on this game, which is really weird. It's nice to see this have the Fallout kind of hotkey system. So, of course, we know that Xbox Series S and X are locked to 30 FPS because Bethesda didn't want to compromise their vision of the game in terms of quality. But believe you me, it makes a massive difference when you're in combat and you're playing at 60 frames per second. It just looks so much better than any of the extended gameplays and trailers that I've seen. And I let her get a little bit too close. Doing pretty good though, maintaining over 60 frames per second in an action scene, so it's what you want to be seeing. It's almost sounding like they recycled a few of their sounds from the Fallout games. It sounds like the pipe gun almost. Got a lot more pirates than I remember. The game's been completely smooth so far, and that can really break immersion if there's a lot of frame spikes. The game does do some shader compilation when you first load up the game, so that really has helped. And it should really be mandatory because we shouldn't really be dealing with traversal stuttering and things like that. Anyway, that is everyone. I'm just gonna quickly loot all the corpses and see if I can pick up any new weapons. Maelstrom. That's another rifle in this game. I think that's about it. Go on, talk to Barrett.
Of course Barrett was being followed. Every time.
Yeah, she knows you're a snake.
Now that was some fine work under pressure. You dug up the artifact, right? That means you saw it. The visions? You're coming with me to Constellation. You're part of this now.
Oh, so he actually knows about the visions, even though I didn't tell him anything.
You ever stare up at the stars at night wondering what's out there? Well, that's us. That's where we go.
Okay, let's just get off this damn rock.
Nothing wrong with honest work. Although, yes. See your point.
Oh no, Barrett. No. You think you're just going to take off after the mess you caused?
All right. I guess I did just put you all on the Crimson Fleet hit list. How about I stay and I send your Dusty here in my place? I know, but he's not some miner anymore, Lynn. Soon as he touched that rock, something changed. Don't tell me you can't feel it.
Fine. It's a deal. Get out of here, Dusty. You're on to bigger things.
Okay, well, thanks for everything.
Just go. Before I say something I regret.
Well, now that that's settled. Vasco, get him to the lodge. No deviations unless absolutely necessary, okay? Protocol Indigo.
Indigo. Again. Very well.
Oh, and hey, take this. You'll find it very useful out there. And it even tells the time.
Oh, thanks for the watch. Obviously, it has some other functions that are probably going to be crucial to the game.
Hey, look at that. The watch fits you perfectly. Now, questions?
Not really.
Technically, it's not even mine. Consider it a loan. Vasco will keep you on course. Besides, I'm making an exception since you can tell Constellation about that vision you had.
Okay.
And Vasco, don't let him break my ship.
We're still in one piece.
Vasco reminds me of that little machine that followed everyone around in Interstellar. Obviously, they look nothing alike, but you can see where probably some of the inspiration came from with the space travel and having this AI that can give you all of this extra information that...
Just up the ramp, Captain. I'll be in the external robotics bay.
Okay, that's fine with me. So, the ship
Captain,
interior.
I assume you know how to fly a Class A starship. As Barrett likes to say, it's as easy as learning to ride a bike. I will attempt to boost the shields, just in case there are any difficulties.
So I was saying the ship interior is pretty demanding as well, so...
Shields ready. The rest is up to you.
Performance is up and down, but I have to say where the performance dips, which is generally in conversations, if it's going to dip anywhere, that's probably the best place for it to happen. I'll have to see how it performs when I visit one of the bigger cities like New Atlantis or something, see if it has any effect on the game. So I skipped the tutorial just for the interest of time. I don't want to bore you guys to death with learning how to play the game.
Proven an adequate pilot. Are you familiar with ship combat tactics? Because that's a Crimson Fleet ship bringing its weapons to bear.
So the game does have ship combat, which is nice. It's nothing special.
Laser-based weaponry is particularly effective.
Pretty basic stuff, but at least they've included it.
If you can keep the enemy ship centered on the HUD, we can lock in to fire a homing missile. The enemy shields are down, Captain. Ballistic weaponry excels at damaging the hull once shields are offline. Congratulations on surviving your first Starship assault, Captain. We should search the wreckage for spare parts and other salvage. You will need to fly close to it before we can access the remains.
Yeah, I remember seeing somewhere on the preview of the game from the developers that sometimes you don't even have to blow up the ships. You can just basically commandeer them and take them into your fleet, or just possibly loot them. So, you know, there's options rather than just destroying everything.
2 more Crimson Fleet ships are jumping into our location, Captain.
Yeah, got 2 more of these Crimson Fleet guys to take down. We'll get through their shields first though. So I'm playing with mouse and keyboard. It may be easier to do this with a control pad probably. Try and take down these shields. Okay, 1 down. Good to see you get experience of blowing up ships in combat as well. And as you can see, ship combat, it's not very taxing on the system. Getting over 100 frames per second. It is a lot less demanding in third person.
Crimson Fleet hostility has been far more than anticipated. At this rate, the odds of continual assault from their ships are high enough to jeopardize our mission. In short, they are after the frontier and will not stop. We will need to deal with the local Crimson Fleet captain. A recent scan indicates an abandoned facility on the nearby moon of Kreet, a perfect staging area for pirates.
Okay, so we're gonna have to go down to where these Crimson Fleet goons are actually hiding and root them out, and that will stop all of these space attacks. So this is like the traversal system, like the main map. It's more like, this is almost exactly how it looks on Mass Effect Andromeda. You just have a massive star system and you can kind of plot your course and then just press X to travel. And it will just load up an animation and you'll probably pretty much just get taken to your destination.
We have arrived in orbit. The abandoned facility with our Crimson Fleet captain is on the surface.
So yeah, you have to scan the planet and or find a landing point and then just travel to that landing point again as well. So it's fairly I would say streamlined. Obviously someone who's played Star Citizen, you know, you can just pretty much enter the atmosphere of the planet and land at any point you want, but I guess they wanted to keep it streamlined, and it works. It works pretty well. It's not going to give you that freedom that everyone probably wants, but they have to kind of tighten their scope a little bit with what they could do and what they couldn't do. So I don't mind that too much. What I would have liked though is, like, when leaving the planet, that you could actually take off yourself because even I think in No Man's Sky you can even do that. So for this type of game, not to be able to do that is a little bit disappointing. I'm just going to map all of my guns to my hotkeys, because you do run out of ammo pretty often on this game, so it's good to have all of your weapons ready to go. So yeah, the RTX 4090 and the 7900 XTX are very similar. Very similar in performance, because I was in the 70s here as well. So you're going to need some system to get over 60 FPS 4K maximum settings. It'll be interesting to see how the 4080 handles this game. I don't think it beats the 7900 XTX in this game though, since it's pretty much beating my 4090.
Alien creatures are often unpredictable.
Okay, let's take it out. The little AI robot that travels with me's got really dry humor. Even in like serious situations, Wait speaks so calm. Obviously it's not going to show any kind of panic or anything. It's pretty funny. Not everyone's a fan of the animations. I'm kind of indifferent. It doesn't really bother me either way. When it comes to the facial animation, yeah, I'm a bit at a loss. I don't know if it's, sometimes it looks like it's been like motion captured, and sometimes it looks like it's been animated. I'm not too sure. Sometimes it looks good, sometimes it doesn't. But the voice acting at least has been pretty solid so far. And the VRAM isn't crazy as well. For some reason my AMD card always uses a little bit more than my Nvidia.
Curious, these are United Colonies markings, but we are in Freestar Collective space. It then stands to reason that this was once a secret UC facility.
Okay. Wonder what they were doing here. Probably genetic experiments. That's usually why you would have secret facilities or labs to do things like that, unregulated. Turn my light on. Okay, let's find these pirates and take them out. What I've seen so far, the game has got a bit of a mixed reception. I generally feel positive about it so far though. Stopped her in her tracks, trying to run up on me. Try. Not gonna work out too well for you. Search these bodies for ammo. You run out of ammo pretty quick on this game, so you do need to do a bit of scavenging. The little robot Vascos that you're traveling with can actually trade with you as well, so he's almost like a mobile shop in a way. Okay, I think I picked up a new weapon called a Gremlin, so I'm just gonna hotkey that as well, just to make sure I've got all my guns available to me at a moment's notice. So of course I'm playing a little bit ahead of time because I upgraded to the premium edition, so you get early access. Very costly. I think this is almost one of the most expensive PC games I've ever purchased. So, you know, it better be worth it in terms of how much content the game has. It's a massive download of over 117 gigabytes, so it should have a lot of content. I like the way when you take a certain amount of health, they actually go into like a paralyzed or crippled stance, so you can just finish them off. They're running out of ammo fast. Probably got enough to take down one more enemy.
Exterior damaged.
I think that fire's coming from upstairs. Go to the higher level.
Warning. Damage received. You appear to be prioritizing your over your own survival.
That's where I level up for our troubles as well. That was a bad time to reload.
You're gonna get yourself killed.
See what the melee looks like. Okay, where is that guy? I think Vasquez might have taken him out.
It is a shame. Exploration requires so much bloodshed.
Okay, that guy's still here, but he's on the lower level. Okay, found a few bullets now as well.
You were trying to kill me, but I am not technically alive.
I'm sure he knows that. This guy ran off.
It seems the enemy has vanished.
Coward. Okay, let's forget about him. I'm not going to hunt him down. If he wants to turn up and finish things off, I'm ready for him. I'm sure there's more of your friends nearby. Just want to make sure I've searched all of these bodies.
Please avoid getting shot. You might die.
Pascal says the most stupidest things. Of course, I'm going to try to avoid getting shot.
Damn it.
Oh, yes. He actually turned up. Okay. A nice little sneak attack. He shot a explosive flow of flammable liquid next to me. Took quite a lot of health. Wasn't enough to kill me though. Should probably heal up though.
Listen up. We got someone trying to jump our skull. Hold them off here while Brogan sets up on the roof. I'm on it. No one's getting through.
Is that right? I don't think so.
You got a death wish. You're not done yet.
I mean, I want to hear from the guys that are playing this on console. What do you think of the game running at 60 compared to running at 30? Is it a massive difference? Do you feel slightly shortchanged? Because it looked alright from what I saw up until the combat, when the combat looked a little bit sluggish and the weapons didn't seem responsive, but at 60 it just looks so much better.
I'm detecting a safe nearby. We could make use of whatever is inside, provided you had some digipics.
Some weird creature. Okay, so I'm going to show you how the lockpicking system works. So you get basically these shapes that need to be filled in, and you've got basically got to find the gaps and complete that circle. It has like 3 layers, and you have to find the right layer which matches the shape. Fairly straightforward, but it does take a little bit of fiddling about to find the right layer for the right shape. So this one's correct. Okay, and this is the final level, so gee, now I've got 2 more levels to go. So I'll try and fill in the gaps, and then basically that's how it works. It's I think I need to go the opposite direction for this one. And that's pretty much it. It's different from the lockpicking system that we're very much used to, but it works pretty well. Yeah, I've taken a bit more damage than I would have liked.
You gotta be kidding me. The Frontier has a new captain? You working with Barrett, or did you pry the ship keys out of his cold, dead hands?
So these guys actually know Barrett. See if they actually have an issue with him.
We don't have a problem with Barrett. We want that ship, the Frontier. If you're the captain of it now, that means we're after you.
Okay. That works for me.
Oh,
Let's do this.
Fun.
Captain, Protocol Indigo dictates that I am to return to the lodge with no deviations.
So Barrett wasn't doing anything dodgy with these pirates, so maybe I misjudged him. He does look a little bit shifty to me. Should have watched your back. I don't think I've seen below 60 FPS in any combat scenario so far. So, and the game's been super smooth, so I'm definitely happy with the performance. Sure, of course, with the level of hardware I'm using, you could argue that you should be getting way more. But honestly, the experience is good, so I'm not going to complain too much. Hopefully things will get better. But so far, so good. I laid him out. Okay, I'm gonna have to get close up to these guys. I'm gonna reload all my guns before I get down there. The reload animations take so long, but at least they've taken the time for them to look good. A little bit too high. The gravity is a little bit lower than Earth, so you do float slightly. Mag dumped him. I love the ragdoll effect when you take them out. Plus there's less gravity, sometimes they do crazy things. Okay, I think that's all of them. Just gonna salvage everything I can and get back to the ship. You could probably take your time and explore this place even further. Maybe you learn a few things. Maybe there's deposits to mine minerals and things like that, but I'm just gonna try and stick to the main task for now. I'll definitely be back with some more gameplay. I want to take my time to get my feet under the table, learn all the mechanics of the game and the progression system and get familiar with it all. But this is just like my early response and reaction to the game. From what I can see so far, the 7900 XTX and the 7950X 3D seem to have the edge on the RTX 4090 from Nvidia and the i9 3900K, which isn't doing a great deal, to be honest. I think the CPUs are not really the sticking point. I think the GPUs are definitely where the performance and the battle's lost on one. But so far, I'm content with what I've seen. Very, very smooth experience. Game looks good. Soundtrack's awesome. Voice acting's great. So yeah, so far so good.
Captain, to reach the lodge, we must jump to the planet Jemison in the Alpha Centauri system, and then land in the city of New Atlantis. Do not worry, this will all become second nature before too long.
I'm interested to see how my performance is in New Atlantis, so I'll definitely bring some more gameplay soon. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.